Look at me. Think about who I would date. I have my bachelor's and my master's. Think about who I would date. Look at all of me. Look at me. Don't look at the mess. Look at how I'm dressing. Look at me. Do you think I'm gonna be with somebody who is hood? No.
What's going on, guys? BMS back with another video. You know what it is. All right, guys, we got to talk about this interesting story that I stumbled upon. We have this educated woman who is decked out with degrees and diplomas.
All my life I had to fight.
That's right. She has her master's, but for some reason she cannot get a man. Okay, more specifically, she cannot get a black man. Okay, according to her, she's only attracting Ray-Rays and Pookies. Take a look.
It's just so weird to me. Like, sometimes, a majority of the time, I don't see a lot of black men. I think this is weird, especially like when I'm going to school. Like when I was getting my degree in like my art degree, a black man.
All right, so right off the bat, she's already talking about her art degree. Most men tend to be in STEM fields or fields that actually pay money. Technology, science, trades, blue collar work, things of that nature. But let's keep going.
It was maybe two other ones, but they were in different, like, you know, they were older than me. When I got my master's, it was one guy that was there. So imagine this being my dating pool. And even with work, the only black men I see are way older than me. And it's only like one. And when women said, like, the more degrees you get as a black woman, the spaces you occupy, you're going to see less black men. And I thought y'all were tripping. And it's not like I'm in a place that is like not popping. It's Chicago. You're telling me Chi-Town? Like, oh, he got his bachelor's. He got his master's. He's working a corporate job. I'm talking about those type of men. I don't see that.
Again, she has an art degree. Okay, from my understanding, majority of those programs are dominated by women. Communications, things of that nature. It's typically women. Okay, I'm not too sure what type of arts degree that she has, if it's graphic design, interior designing, so on and so forth. But chances are you're not going to find the high value guy that you're looking for taking those programs. But let's keep going.
Y'all tell me, y'all just think it's corny, right? That's why, right? Like, cause where y'all at? Because I want to be motivated. You know what I'm saying? I want to, every single time I see, you know what? I see him got himself together. I see that brother walking. I might just risk it all today. I can't say that. I'm trying to see where the eye candy is at. You know, I'm trying to see him have a nice cut with the waves. You know what I'm saying? Looking nice, business, casual, with some cologne on. Had me rethinking my life. Where are y'all at? I know y'all exist. Where are y'all? I'm scared to get my PhD because if I swear to you, I step on that campus, I've already looked at the data sets of all the schools that I applied to. Ain't a lot of this. Ain't a lot of this nowhere.
The reason why I'm laughing is because they're around. They just ain't looking for you. She strikes me as somebody that's self-absorbed, talking about her degrees and masters every 5 seconds. Let me go ahead and play it one time for Kevin Samuels.
I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD.
It's funny how educated modern women think their degree is a selling feature on why a man would want to be with her. But let's keep going.
It's about to be a month, and I'm thinking to myself, girl, this is it. I ain't gonna see it. I was trying to break down to my mom how crazy it is that there's a chance that I won't end up with a black man. And she like, no, you should just date whoever. Don't be just saying that you gonna date outside your race and that's it. I'm not saying that's it. If a Michael B. Jordan, if a fine Trevante Rose come to me, I'm gonna step up and be the woman I need to be with him. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm explaining to my mom, I'm like, the things I find interesting, the places that I'm in, there's not a lot of black men there. It may be black women.
She wants to live her life and have her dream man fall from the sky. Okay, she wants to put in no work and simply attract a high value guy. As a man, you'll be coming into this situation competing with her degrees versus her getting onto your program and submitting.
And I'm not about to go to a place that I specifically know, because we're not doing all that. Because then that to me is, we're not occupying the same place. We don't have the same interests. Why would this work out? In the last 4 years, there have been 3 black men that I've seen frequently that could have been a candidate. 3. That doesn't mean that I find them attractive and they find me attractive. But out of the think about that, 3 in the last 4 years, and every year it gets slimmer.
You see, there you have it. She wants to put in no work to get the man that she wants because, you know, these specific modern women think that it's beneath them. Okay, them competing to get a man based on her degrees and her education, she's gonna think that it's beneath them. So she's basically saying there's 3 educated men in Chicago. In all of Chicago, there's only 3 educated black men. Crazy.
Because this year, I haven't seen nothing. And I know it's a new year. But as somebody, I'm not even living in a place that is like you don't see anybody. It's a rural Chicago. And before you're like, there's a lot of black men. Look at me. Think about who I would date. I have my bachelor's and my master's. Think about who I would date. Look at all of me. Look at me. Don't look at the mess. Look at how I'm dressing. Look at me. Do you think I'm gonna be with somebody who is hood? No.
Respectfully, you're average. Okay, there's nothing jumping out at me. Okay, there's nothing percolating on my end in regards to the way you look.
If he think calling me Michelle Obama is a compliment, cause you just look so smart, I don't want it. He's not my Barack. Me and that don't mix. That just... So once you take all the hood men out of the equation, I don't know what that hunk was. What am I to do, love? Because there are not... I like my man in a suit. I like my man with a fresh haircut. The men y'all are saying that I need to be with thinks that's corny.
What does the high value guy in a suit want from you? Okay, I haven't heard her mention that thus far. The funny thing is, with all these degrees in education, they still don't get it.
And don't get me wrong, hood men can be fine. Beautiful works of art some of the time. But I don't want a scammer lifestyle. I didn't get 2 degrees to get out of the hood to go back to it. I don't want to be somebody's baby mama. I want to be... I don't want that for myself. That's not what I want.
All right, guys, so let's check out some of these comments. First commenter says, yet the average black man makes more money than the average black woman. Little education and a little money. Now we ain't good enough. Y'all gotta start choosing better men. LOL. Stop blaming all of us for the awful few you choose to go out with. All right, so next commenter says, art degree, that's all y'all need to know. All right, so next commenter says, I really don't know why she isn't finding anyone. Maybe try an HBCU homecoming. Plenty of educated bros there. All right, so next commenter says, maybe it's you. All right, guys, so apparently she got some heat from the black men on TikTok. Okay, apparently they called out her bullshit. Take a look.
Did you even watch the video? I talked about all different types of black men. Not just hood black men. I described a certain type of black man outside of hood black man, and that I met at least 3 of them in the last 4 years. And out of that 3, 1 of them don't even like black women. The second one belittled me before I could even try and think of him in a romantic way. He literally belittled me like this, wasn't listening, and was just disrespectful. So he's out of the equation.
So according to her logic, any black man that doesn't agree with what she has to say is belittling her. Crazy. The sign language here is off the charts. Okay, shame, insult, guilt need to be right. But let's keep going.
And the third guy was a coworker. I don't date coworkers. So again, another thing added to the list, y'all don't listen. And you think I'm yapping on about something, then scroll. Thank you, Tom. Me personally, it doesn't matter what race, but I still want to have the option. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get it. You know, the other thing this makes me think about is that I was thinking to myself, I'm like, when has a black man actually come up to me respectfully and asked me out? Like, I know for black men to be attracted to me and to like me. But when have they had enough respect to actually come up to me and ask me out? No whatsoever. This is how it usually goes. They come up to me and they say something about how big this is. And then that I'm supposed to do the thing where this me? You're talking about me? Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. Like, whatever you want from me, you can have it because you gave me a compliment about this. I see where your desires are and I'm going to give it to you. And I feel like that's what they expect. But what that tells me is that you don't see me as a person and the only thing you want is this.
All right, guys, so there you have it. The delusion is at an all-time high. I mean, listen, if black men, according to her logic, is the worst thing on this planet, okay, we're all Ray Rays and Pookies, go where you're celebrated. When you are the best version of yourself, the guy that she wants, that she can't get, you don't have to deal with this. Find yourself a submissive woman who doesn't throw her degrees in your face and isn't swimming in student debt. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next time.